Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Ms. Coffee here, and today we're doing a whip and chat. Whip stands for work in progress, so get out whatever that is for you. Work along with me as I tell you some stories from the coffee house shenanigans. Now, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And today we're going to do something a little bit different before we get into our stories. We're going to answer some tag questions. So I was tagged in some tag questions by Michaela Renee. They are another diamond painter here on YouTube, and they do adult coloring, and they just recently, not too long ago, got into diamond painting. I want to say they said in January. And so they tagged me in their tag questions. So before I get started, my tag questions, I'm going to tag Kiona, because I know it'll just chap her butt real good. JTMJ Crafts, Rachel Ray, Christopher Koalas, y'all get on that. And then, of course, I will have the tag questions in the description box of the video, along with the 5 people that I tagged, so hopefully they see it. So we are going to get started here as soon as I pull out another color. Now, I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. It was an okay weekend here at the coffee house. A little bit of turbulence, but, you know, things happen. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Anyways, so let's see. I got 2 number 4s right here. My brain is like in hyper mode. So first thing before we get into the tag questions, just a couple of announcements for you. We will be doing a sorta charity stream on Friday over on Twitch, just a heads up. So right now, Diamond Pen Pal has partnered with quite a few companies to come up with a charity that they're doing for the Trevor Project and the Fenway Project. And for those 2 charities, they have gotten together with myself and quite a few other folks to create a gigantic basket of diamond painting goodies that anyone would be like lucky to have. There's everything in there, from cover minders to pins to trays to all kinds of like goodies. There's even a rainbow crocheted bee in there. And one of the things we're going to be auctioning off over, well, not technically auctioning off, raising money for is we're doing the 2 charities, and on Friday we'll be doing a giveaway over on Twitch where I'll be giving away a copy of Angel Roxy, which is my diamond painting with Diamond Art Club, and this pin that I'm holding here, which is my Love is Love Angel Roxy pin from Diamond Pen Pal. Yes, this pin is sold separately on diamondpenpal.com over on Etsy, but you can win it in the basket with a ton of other gifts as well. So we are going to be doing a little bit of a thing to help them out with people buying tickets. Now, you can buy tickets in 2 ways. You can Venmo Renee at Diamond Pen Pal, or you can PayPal them and let them know how many tickets you would like to buy. I believe each ticket's like $5 or something like that, maybe $6. I will put a link. I will try to remember to put a link in the description box as well as to, you know, for that charity reason, for in case anybody would like to buy tickets. So yeah, we're going to be doing a giveaway for this pen and one of the copies of my Angel Roxy diamond painting. So yeah, that should be fun. So the tag questions, there's 25 of them from what it looks like. So we're going to try to answer these to the best of our ability. I have not looked over these questions to make sure like I had some kind of answer for everything, so I might jabber on a little bit, and I do apologize. Y'all know I jabber a lot. Anyways, sorry, there's a piece of dog fur on my pen. There we go. And then I lost the drill. So the first question, how many diamond paintings have you completed? Oh boy. So I've been on YouTube for quite some time, but I didn't always complete my diamond paintings on YouTube. So as for how many I've completed, I'm going to guess around the range of close to 200. Remember, I've been doing this for quite some time. I diamond painted for 3 months before I even started doing YouTube. And back when I first started, I was really quick with the diamond paintings. I could get them done in less than 2 weeks. And so I would say I would have easily close to 200 kits completed. Do I have them all here with me to do like a whole video? Because I know somebody's going to ask. No. Some of them were given away as gifts. Some of them were destroyed because I didn't like them or got destroyed in the move. but I don't have them all here with me. I have a good portion of them, but not all of them. And of course, you know, I don't have enough wall space for all that either. So I have a good portion of them, but some of them were given away as gifts and stuff. So I can't really do a video depicting like all of them because I don't have all of them. And no, I don't want to do a video gathering together all the ones I do have. I do have some that I did, like a video with the art dot storage container. Some of them were in there, but they're kind of just, right now, the kits are literally scattered around the house, whether it be hanging up on a wall or stashed away in a box. I know it would just take me way too long to find all of them just to do a video, and I know somebody's going to ask. So there's that. Question number 2. How many diamond paintings do you currently have in your stash? Oh my God. My stash is somewhat disrespectful. I don't like doing stash videos, so that's another thing that I won't be doing, just because I kind of find it braggadocious, and I'm not a really braggadocious type person. So I did one stash video one time, and I did not like doing it, so I don't typically do stashed videos. Excuse me. But make sure I have wax in this pen. In my stash currently, I try to keep it down to 75, but I haven't destashed in a while, so there's probably, I want to say 126 in there. Just because I have them stacked in a way that I can keep count of how many are in there. Plus, they're kind of just all over the place upstairs. I need to do another mystery box giveaway. Which, if you don't know what a mystery box was, is something I did before where you would just pay for the shipping and you got a box full of mystery kits, and the kits can be from, and the kits might not be in their original boxes in the big box, but they would just be kits from all over the place. Craft Ease, Amazon, DIY Moonshop, like there was a little bit of everything in these mystery boxes, and I stopped doing them for whatever reason. I think something happened. I don't remember, to be honest, but I have quite a few in my stash, and I try to keep my stash down just because, one, for the sake of the fact that my house is turning into a diamond painting oasis, and there's just so many diamond paintings in here, and I'm like, I don't want to have like one room in my house just diamond paintings. So I try to keep the stash down, but right now, currently, I believe it's sitting at like somewhere close to 126. Just a rough estimate from when I was in there on Saturday, and I was looking for my hard drive. Spoiler, I did not find the hard drive, but I found like 3 crochet patterns and some fabric. So yeah, that's how many I have up there. Number 3, when did you begin diamond painting? So I began diamond painting July of 2017, 2018? I want to say 2018, maybe? Maggie was 5. She turned 5 that September. How old is she now? She is 10. My brain and math. So it had to have been 2017. Was it 2017? Wait, did I go a whole year of diamond? No. Somewhere between 2017 and 2018 is when I started diamond painting. Maggie had just turned 5 that year, and I remember because she was in like kindergarten. I started diamond painting because I was an avid crocheter, and I needed something different, something new, something fresh to keep me preoccupied, because I've been a stay-at-home mom for quite some time now, and I kept seeing ads on Facebook about, oh, try this new wonderful craft. This craft is going to take over the crafting industry. And I'm like, doubtful. No, it won't. And I was like, you know what? After seeing that ad for like a month, I was like, I'm going to try it. And so I bought my first kit from Jolly Life on Amazon. And it was a fairy on like a tree branch or something. It was a square. The squares were awful, but I enjoyed the process. And I was like, I think this is something I'm going to get into. And yeah, so I just started getting into it. Which is probably why squares are my favorite, is because it was my first like shape that I did, and I really, really, really enjoyed it. So I was like, yeah, squares are my jam. Now I will get tired of squares, and will be on a round kick for a while. But I do love my squares. My squares will always be my favorite. So if that's a question in here, I already answered it. All right, fourth question. If you could only purchase from one diamond painting company for the rest of your life, who would you purchase from and why? We already know the answer to that. It's going to be Diamond Art Club. They have one of the best varieties in diamond painting for me. They use real artists and not just AI art. Now, that's a topic that we're not going to go into today. But they use real artists, which means they're paying real people for their artwork. And I like the quality. I've never, anytime I've ever had a problem, they were quick to fix it. And yeah, I've just, you know, it's been my favorite since my very first kit from them. So, which by the way, my first kit, for those who don't know, was Soul Keeper by JoJo's Arts. And then JoJo's Arts quickly became one of my favorite DAC artists. And so yeah, it would be Diamond Art Club. They were one of the first major companies I found. And when I first found them and I started my YouTube and everything, they helped me essentially get used to recording and, you know, doing YouTube. And then I started doing sneak peeks with them. And then, yeah, so like, it would definitely be Diamond Art Club. Even YouTube portion of it aside, I just really like the quality of their items. And though sometimes, you know, like most companies, they will have like an issue here and there. I'm patient when it comes to that type of thing, so it doesn't really bother me at all that, you know, they have issues or anything like that. So hang on, I gotta turn my computer back on. All right, sorry about that. I have to move my mouse around every once in a while so that it doesn't go to sleep because my questions are on there. All right, so yeah, Diamond Art Club, because they have the best quality in the industry, in my humble opinion. And they have good work practices and stuff like that. I just like the overall company itself. So, number 5. When diamond painting, what is your go-to media to consume? Audiobooks, podcasts, YouTube. Twitch. I don't watch as much YouTube as I used to. To be completely honest, I don't really watch YouTube anymore. I stopped watching YouTube years ago. Personal reasons, but I stopped watching YouTube years ago. I will randomly come over and watch something on YouTube if it's pointed out to me, or if it's something by like Rachel or Jeremy or something like that, people that I'm comfortable with that I know. But typically I don't watch YouTube. Most of my time you will find me on Twitch. If I'm not on Twitch, then I'm probably just sitting here like talking with my husband or the kids. But I don't typically do a whole lot of YouTube watching anymore. I don't listen to audiobooks for some reason when I am diamond painting. I never tried it before, I guess. So yeah, it would definitely either be Twitch or I just kind of sit back here and, you know, do whatever. But it's not like audiobooks or anything like that. It would definitely be Twitch. I watch Twitch streams more often than not. So yeah. Number 6. What is your favorite category to diamond paint? Landscape, fantasy, animals, etc. You know what? This is a question that I struggle with because I don't know. I know what I don't like. I don't like animals. I don't like landscapes. I like seeing them. I don't want to do them. I've never been big into doing animals, which is why it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of hard when a company comes out with any kit that has a German Shepherd, a ferret, a husky, anything, any kind of pet that I have, because people are quick to show it to me and I'm like, oh, that's wonderful. I'm not trying to be like mean. I don't like diamond painting animals. I don't know why. And then I don't like, for a while there, I didn't like diamond painting people either because their faces would never come out right or their hands would look flicked. And I'm like, no. Landscapes, I did one Chuck Pinson years ago and swore I would never touch another landscape for as long as I lived. I loved the image when it was done. I did run out of a color, but did not like working on it. Like, I liked working on it, but then I didn't. Like, if that makes sense. I didn't like all the confetti. I need both confetti and color blocking. And I did a Chuck Pinson, which was Island Time. Look, listen. I have not touched, and you can go back in my video catalog and check, I have not touched a diamond painting since, or a landscape. I don't know what it was, but something about it was just like, nope, that's not for me. I will leave that to the pros, because that ain't it. That ain't it for me. So I know I don't like animals. I know I don't like landscapes. I will do people. I am very much into the cartoony style, I guess. Anything cartoony or with a lot of bright colors, I'm here for it. Anything that isn't in that, like, you know, realm of diamond painting, and it's hard to keep my attention. And I get bored really easily with diamond paintings now. So, like, I'll get halfway through a diamond painting and send it out to a completer, and the completers will complete it for me, because they're just the best people on the planet. Thank you so much to my completers. I really, really appreciate you. Heads up, no, I don't need any more completers right now. I appreciate the inquiry, though. So yeah, like, I don't know. I want maybe people. I like diamond painting people. Like, fantasy, I don't think I mind fantasy too much. I probably haven't done a fantasy one in a while. Which I did the Joker, and I did the Adventures of Gumball, and I'm trying to figure out what the last couple of kits were that I did. I did the Snoopy kits, I did the Bubblegum Girl, which I think those were like last year. I haven't been completing diamond paintings as much, because I've been pretty much on a hiatus from diamond painting for the most part, because I got burnt out really bad, and I didn't want it to be a forever thing, so I just kind of took a hiatus from it. I just only did it on camera, which is pretty much what I do now. I'm not currently burnt out on it. I just don't want to do it. I mean, if I sat back here, I could probably sit here for a few hours and diamond paint. I just don't want to do it. So, which is weird, because I just thought about it. I did, during the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, I did the Raven kit from Enabler's Outpost. That was a nice kit to work on. So I guess I don't mind doing animals too much. Plus, there's crows on this kit. So maybe it's just crows that I like to diamond paint. I don't know. I'm rambling. I'm sorry. But I would say maybe people and fantasy, I guess. Cartoons, bright colors, like a big child. So let's see here. Next question, number 7. What is the artist you have completed the most diamond paintings from? Oh, that would be really easy. JoJo's Arts. JoJo's Arts is my favorite. I loves them. And I've completed more from that one artist than I have from any other artist. So it's definitely JoJo's Arts. I have quite a few from other artists, but for some reason JoJo's had my heart since the moment I did Soul Keeper. And I don't typically work on kits that have dark colors, and that one just, I love it so much. Sorry, I'm trying to fix the wax in my pen because I got a little bit of oopsie on my canvas. Most of it came up, but there's one piece that just wants to slide around and make a mess. Either way. So yeah, it would definitely be JoJo's Arts. I love JoJo's Arts. I think there's only been one kit that JoJo's Arts has come out with that I was like, nah, I can live without it. Other than that, no. No. JoJo's 100% JoJo's. So, next question. What is the art... Okay. Number 9? Nope, number 8. What is the artist you own the most diamond paintings from? JoJo's Arts. Same answer. JoJo's Arts. I just like his work. I don't know how else to explain it. I've talked to JoJo maybe once or twice. He seemed really down to earth, and I love JoJo's Arts. So definitely JoJo's Arts. And anytime Diamond Art Club have a sneak peek, I literally beg them to do the sneak peek for JoJo's Arts because I love their canvases so much. So yeah, it would totally be JoJo's Arts. All right, number 9. What is your go-to wax for diamond painting? Ooh, tough one. I'm about to hurt some feelings, I think. Blue wax. I like blue wax. Now, don't get me wrong. Chit is really good. Rabbit, whatever that's called from Crafts with Crashly, is really good. April Harris has the rainbow wax, which is what I'm currently using. It's pretty good. But I always end up going right back to blue wax. I even like Distracted by Diamonds Patty Wax SS, or Super what is it? It's Patty Wax SS, super sticky. Like that Arnold Schwarzenegger wax is my favorite because I'm a hard presser. I don't know why I'm pressing down like I need to, like, you know, murder every drill that I put on a canvas. But I absolutely love the super sticky. I love the April Harris rainbow wax. And I love Chit and the rabbit stuff from Crafts with Crashly. Oh, and Randa's putty. Randa's putty is so good. Oh my God, I love it so much. I love it. I loves it. But, like I said, I always end up going back to blue wax. I don't know why or what it is. I get it from Star Ore, and it's just like the best thing ever. I have tons of it, and I just really, really enjoy blue wax. And I know, you know, there's other things out there, other companies with wax and stuff like that. I've tried so many. Most of them just I didn't vibe with. But I do vibe with Patty Wax SS, the rabbit stuff from Crafts with Crashly. I know it's called rabbit something. Chit from Enabler's Outpost, the rainbow wax from April Harris. Like, there's a couple of them that I do vibe with and I will use every once in a while, but for the most part, I always go back to blue wax. I think it's just because it's easier for me to deal with. All right, so then number 10. What do you do with your finished diamond paintings? Do you hang them, put them in a portfolio, or something else? I do a couple of things with them. One, if it's something that I finished that I'm not particularly fond of, and I know I have a family member or friend that is fond of the subject matter, I will send it to them. If I don't send it out, I will roll it with the drills facing out so that the drills don't pop off, and I will either put it in, now I have that nice big portfolio from Art Dot, I will just stick them in there. If it's something really, really fun that I really, really enjoyed, that I really, really want to hang up, I will hang it up somewhere in my house. And I have a little bit of all those options happening right now. I have 2 pretty nice art portfolios that have diamond paintings in them. I have like 6 boxes of diamond paintings rolled up and stuck in a box. I have diamond paintings hanging all over my house. My dad probably has a couple that I've completed in his house. Cousins have some in their house. It just depends on how I'm feeling about the kit when I'm done. So yeah, so all of the above. All right, number 11. Do you like the open your kits right away, or do you keep them sealed until you are ready to work on them? Well, as a content creator, I can't keep them closed until I'm ready to work on them. Mostly because I'm a content creator. If I was a normal diamond painter and I didn't do videos, yeah, they'd probably stay sealed until I worked on them. Why? Because if something were to happen where I would want to sell it, I would want to sell it in the best possible condition. And I have pets, and one great way to keep pet fur off of your diamond paintings is to not open them. Once you open them, it's like every piece of pet fur in your house is like a rocket, a heat-seeking missile, if you will, and it will target and find the canvas as soon as you open it. So I tend to, like, even when I do my unboxings, I tend to keep the boxes closed until I unbox them, because you got to keep the pet fur and stuff off of them. So, but if I was a normal diamond painter, yeah, I would most definitely keep it closed until I worked on them. Plus, if you're not ready to work on it, I kind of find it pointless to open it, because why are you opening it? What are you expecting to find in there? I mean, if the company sends like candy or something, the candy will be fine until I'm ready to work on it. If not, then I just didn't need that piece of candy anyways. My teeth are bad anyways. I don't need candy. So, yeah. Number 12. What is your number 1 unicorn kit that you currently do not own but hope to one day? I don't have one. Surprisingly. I don't have one. I own pretty much every kit that I've ever wanted. I don't think there's a single diamond painting out there that I'm like, oh my God, I have to have it. But I don't get it. Again, because I do content creation, I am blessed enough to get paid by what I do. And with that, I will use that money to buy kits when I really want them. And I will save up to buy kits that I really, really want. So I don't honestly have a unicorn kit, and that's not a flex or me being like, you know, braggadocious or anything. I don't have one. Now, I've heard other people, you know, say about having a unicorn kit, and, you know, they've asked me that question before, and I always feel some type of way because I don't have one, but I really don't. I literally have every kit that I've ever saw that I went, you know what, I really want that. And now my taste has gotten even more particular. And so, yeah, if I want a kit really bad, the only kit that I would have said would have been Marine to Life, but I have that kit. It's sitting in my stash upstairs, so I need to send it out to get completed or start working on it at some point. So yeah, there's that. Number 13. What is the kit in your stash you are most looking forward to working on? Right now that I can think of, I'm trying to think, because there's quite a few. I don't remember the name of it. It's a Diamond Art Club, though. Okay, let me pick another one because I can't think of the name of that one. And I know the name. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I cannot think of the name of it. I kind of want to look it up now to see if I can find it. But I doubt that Diamond Art Club still carries it. Plus, with me not being able to say the name, it's kind of hard. So I'm going to go with... That is really hard because there's so many kits up there. You know what? I got it. Wishes from Bailey J and Diamond Art Club. Let's go with that one. Because if you remember when that kit first came out, I kept saying about how it reminded me of my oldest kid, Minna. And I really wanted to work on it. But Diamond Art Club comes out with so many kits so often that by the time I was getting ready to work on it, they would come out with another kit that I really enjoyed. And then it kept happening and kept happening. And that's how my stash was built. And so I never really got to it. But that one would have to be the one I'm most excited to work on. So, yeah, there's that. Number 14. Do you prefer confetti, color blocking, or a mix of both? A mix of both. Because when I get tired of the confetti, I want to be able to go to somewhere that's a little bit easier for my brain to process. When I get tired of color blocking, I want there to be a little something to spice things up, if you know what I mean. So, I like a mixture of both. Excuse me. I have a little tickle in my throat. I like a mixture of both. I know there are some people that don't, which, you know, audience members, folks watching this, if you're watching this and gotten this far into the video, which isn't that far at all, what type of canvas is your favorite to work on? Do you like color blocking, confetti, or a mixture of both? I'm definitely a mixture of both. Definitely. So let us know down in the comment section what is your favorite to work on. It's always a question that I like asking because everybody's so different. We have a lady on Twitch. Look, Catherine, I'm calling you out. She does the most amazing kits, like the Code of Detweiler. She'll do like 2 or 3 kits at a time. And she's like an octopus or something. And actually there's 2. There's like Don Foley and Catherine197 over on Twitch. And Don Foley's, I think their spouse or their partner, Red Boy Tall. They do some of the most beautiful kits. Not that everybody's kits aren't beautiful, but these ones, they it's like they choose violence on their mental health, and they're like, we're doing this kit. And they do some of the most beautiful kits, and they're hella confetti. And I'm just like, look, listen, no, I will watch you do this, which is why we do whip parades, because I get a chance to see all these kits come to life, and I don't have to work on all of them. So it's kind of nice. But I know if I see any one of them with a kit that they're showcasing, it's going to be fire. It's going to be like the best thing. So, yeah, I just called them out. I don't care. But yeah, I like a mixture of both just because it helps me get through a canvas faster when I have something that kind of gives my mind a break. And I'm not constantly like confetti, 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 confetti. that, and I see so many people with their like diamond paintings and stuff, and they have so many trays out, and I'm like, that is disrespectful. Anyways, so yeah, I like a mixture of both. Number 15, how do you pick which piece you want to work on next? Oof. Oh, okay, we're gonna go back. Number 13, what kit in your stash are you most looking forward to working on? Where Wish is one of them, another one is Musical Heart by Oraloa. Oh my god, the color in that kit and the character on the kit, I freaking love it so much. It would definitely be a mix between those two, because Musical Heart, I think, might be my next one that I work on, I think. So, yeah, sorry about that. That's going to happen. Anyways, how do you pick which kit you want to work on next? I just kind of I usually have an idea. I usually have an idea when I get, like, maybe halfway through a kit, which kit I want to work on next. So, like, when I first started working on Ravenclaw Crest, which is the one I'm currently working on now, I gave the option to work on Musical Heart from Oraloa or Ravenclaw Crest, and Ravenclaw Crest won. I almost said, forget that, I don't care, I'm going to work on Musical Heart because I wanted to work on it so bad, but I was like, no, I let them vote, and it'd be unfair for me to let them vote and then not do the one that they voted for, so I went ahead and did this one. But I really want to work on that Musical Heart one, so that one will probably be up next for me. But I literally just kind of go into my craft room, and whichever one I see that I get excited about the most, that's the one I work on. So, yeah. And I actually haven't been up in the craft room to pick out a kit in quite some time, mostly because, again, most of these companies come out with new kits every week, so it's really easy to just get one and start working on that one. Unless I want to do one of my special, like, I thought about doing this for my birthday. So August is my birth month, for those who don't know. And I think I might turn it into an event, but I don't want to do it on 2 platforms. We might turn it into an event where there might be like giveaways and stuff. I gotta iron out the details, but I want to do going back to the classics as a event. What does that mean? That means find some of the oldest kits in your collection and work on them. Like, find one that you got when you first started diamond painting and work on it. Because for me, I've been in diamond painting for almost 6 years now, and I still have white Diamond Art Club boxes, okay? I have white Diamond Art Club boxes. I have a couple of black Diamond Art Club boxes. And I worked on one recently, which was the Gumball kit. And surprisingly, the drills were still amazing. And the canvas itself was amazing. And I'm like, I would love to do something with people, because everybody wants me to do, like, craft-alongs and stuff. And we don't necessarily need a prize, but I'll probably give you a prize. Because, you know, participation, and I appreciate you. For YouTube, it's going to be a little bit harder because I'd have to go off the comment section and not like a live stream, since I exclusively only stream now on Twitch, which that transition surprisingly has gone well. But I think if we do something like that, it'll probably be something in the comment section where I randomly have it pick a random comment and the winner will win a gift card. I'm starting to learn that I prefer to do digital gifts versus physical. One, because it takes me forever to get out a physical gift because I'm lazy and I don't feel like getting out of the house. Especially when I know I don't have to get out of the house anyways. So I tend to take my time getting out physical gifts. So I kind of want to do digital gifts. So maybe we can do something like that. We'll talk about that in another video though. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. So, yeah, I just kind of randomly pick. I don't really have a set, like, thing that I do. I don't have, like, I have a diamond painting journal, but I don't list something as, this is the kit I want to work on next, this is the kit I want to work on next. I just kind of randomly pick. And usually it's within something I've gotten within the last month of me finishing another kit. So, which we'll probably do another one of those diamond painting events over on Twitch, where I literally am probably going to work on this. Like, when I get to the next row here and I finish the next row, we're going to do another stream where I work on this kit until it's complete. So as soon as I finish another row on this, we'll do another long stream where I literally diamond paint until the kit is done. The last time we did that was, I was determined to get the Joker kit done, and we did a 15-hour stream. It was the best thing ever. I miss my long streams. I'm not going to lie. I love my long streams. It just sucks because I can't spend that much time with the family on those days because I'm sitting here so long. But I love doing them. So maybe we'll do that. Anyways, I digress. Number 16. What is your favorite seasonal/holiday to diamond paint from? None. I don't do seasonal or holiday kits. Why? Because one, if I was going to use them, they'd only be up during the holiday. No. But if I had to pick, of course it's going to be Halloween. Of course it's going to be Halloween. And I have a kit upstairs that I kind of want to work on, but I also kind of want to send it out. So I might start it and then send it out to get completed. And it's a really awesome kit from Oraloa. It's a girl with a knife and she has blood all over her and there's like spiders or something on it. I bought this kit, and that was my unicorn kit for a while, and then I just went and bought it, because I was like, they finally had it back in stock, and I was like, I'm not missing out on this again, so I went ahead and bought it. Oraloa is quickly becoming a second favorite for me, but I have yet to work on one of their kits. Well, I lied. I worked on one of their kits, and then I sent it out to be completed, and then I have the corresponding kit to that one, which I also need to send out to get completed. Wait, did I send it out last time? I gotta check. But typically, if I have to do a seasonal or a holiday kit, it's going to be Halloween. They have some of the best kits for Halloween, and spooky stuff can stay up all year round, and people aren't going to look at you funny. But when you try to do like Christmas and stuff, people are like, it's March. You got like Santa Claus hanging up in your house. I know. It took me months to complete that. Like no Christmas. I don't do Christmas. Thanksgiving, I don't really think there's any really decent Thanksgiving kits. Most people don't have Thanksgiving kits. I mean, I'm sure there's some out there that I don't know about because I don't know everything about diamond painting. But no. So if I had to choose a holiday, it'd be Halloween. It's just the most practical. Like, do you agree or disagree with that statement? Because spooky stuff in your house all year round is not going to get a side eye, whereas like Easter or Christmas, if you have Santa Claus up in your house in the middle of April, people are literally going to look at you like you're like something's wrong, like something is serious. There's a screw loose, and they don't have anything to tighten it. Like, I'm just saying, like, you know. Why am I trying to add extra drills there? So the next question. Do you work on one kit at a time or have multiple whips at once? I only work on one kit at a time. I try to. I think for a hot minute there, I had two kits going. So I had my kit that I would do over on Twitch and then a kit that I would do here on YouTube. I didn't like it. I didn't want my YouTube people to feel like they were getting punished by having a separate kit from the folks from Twitch. And so I was like, nah. I'm not going to do it. If it's two smaller kits, I don't mind doing two kits at once. But the two bigger kits, nah, we ain't doing that, homie. Because one of them ain't getting finished. One of them will definitely not get finished. So I can't work on multiples because if I try to, it doesn't go well. It doesn't go well. I'm trying to figure out why this one line is so, like, messed up. For those who think my drills go down perfectly, I can tell you they absolutely do not. And sometimes I'll be trying to add extra drills. It's a mess. It's a mess. Like right here. Not sure what's happening here. Because this goes here. There's a disturbance down here. Sometimes you just have to push them down for them to go into place. So that everything, yeah, see how everything's set properly? Sometimes when you don't place the drills correctly, it will create gaps, or you'll do that where you'll fling all your drills all over the place. And it makes it hard to place your other drills, so sometimes you have to like adjust them. Because what ends up happening is you'll add extra drills and then your spacing and stuff will be off. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. Next question. So, I only work on one at a time because mentally my brain can't handle more than one kit unless they're smaller kits. Like I did the Mooney Maid and the Gumball kit at the same time. But then it still took me forever to do the Mooney Maid kit because I would only work on it on YouTube. And you guys really only see me diamond paint now once a week. The rest of the time is mostly unboxings. We'll talk about that later. But it's mostly unboxings. And so, yeah, I typically just try to work on one kit until it's complete and work on another one. I don't like having multiple whips because then people will ask what happened to the other kit. Did you complete the other kit? And yeah, it just, no. Unless it's a smaller kit, I tend to only work on one kit at a time. Next question. Neutral dark pieces or colorful pieces? Colorful. I'll explain why. I don't know when it happened. I'm going to guess it happened after my stroke. So for those folks who are new here, one, don't feel bad for me. Things happen. I had a stroke about 3 or 4 years ago. And it seems like ever since I've had my stroke, and I didn't realize this until the last time I tried to work on this one canvas, which is Swan Lake. I do still randomly pull it out and work on it. Ever since I had my stroke, anytime I try to work on a canvas with dark colors, I get depressed. And I don't know why. And so I very much prefer kits that have a lot of color, which is weird because the kit I'm currently working on does not have a lot of color. It literally has 8 colors. But I like colorful kits. I don't like the dark or neutral kits. Something about them puts me into a depression. Now, it also can depend on the artist. I guess because like I completed a mystery kit from Inez Guerrero, and I completed Artemisa from Inez, which is mostly, if you've seen that kit, it's the long one with the wolf head, and it's brown. I completed that one like a while ago. And I was okay, you know, with those kits. But I very much prefer colorful kits because, like, even when I work on Swan Lake, I'll work on it for a little while and then I can feel myself getting depressed and I'm like, I can't work on this anymore. So I very much prefer colorful kits over neutral or dark kits. Number 19, large pieces or snack size pieces. Large, super size me, large and in charge all day. Why large? One, snack size pieces are great for in-betweens, but I very much prefer a larger kit. It's going to give me the detail that I want. It's going to give me hours upon hours of joy to work on, and I just love seeing them come to life with the colors. So I definitely prefer larger kits. Nothing against people who like small kits. Small kits are nice too, but I just like having larger kits. Even if it does take me a while nowadays to get through them, I still prefer a larger kit, which is why most of the kits you see me work on are pretty large. I know I said we were to tell some stories today, but we might have to hold those stories off until like next week or something. I'll tell 1 or 2 stories, but the other stories we might have to hold off till next week because I think we're hitting our time limit. I like to try to keep whipping chats between 45 minutes to an hour, so. Let's see here. Next one. Place diamonds with tweezers or pen. Look, Jasper's mom, look, listen. I hear you giggling, and I don't appreciate it. I can't with tweezers. I've almost poked my eye out, okay? Storytime. So we were over on Twitch, and Jasper's mom, I believe, was talking about how she does her kits with tweezers. Now, okay, so we're talking about this, And I'm like, I don't know how you folks that do them with tweezers do it, because I cannot. I've tried it before once and it didn't go over well, and I decided to try it again. I was working on a round kit. I don't remember which kit it was, but I was working on it and I was like, I got this. And yet, no, I did not have this. Very much did not have this. I'm flinging diamonds all over the place. Poor Killian had a diamond on his back and kept running from me because he thought I was playing with him, but I was just trying to get it off his back. Almost poked myself in the eye with the thing because it flung back and hit me in the face. Luckily, I was wearing my glasses. And I'm just like, no. And then, as she watched me struggle for like 20 minutes, she then goes, oh yeah, by the way, I only do tweezers with squares. I was working on a round kit, y'all. I was working on a round kit. Ma'am. No, ma'am. No. So no, I can't do tweezers. I have too many beautiful acrylic pens to do tweezers. I can't. I just, like who can, I cannot. So yeah, no. Tweezers all day. Or pen all day. Boop, 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 boop. Next one. Square or rounds? Both. 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 My favorite? Squares. This is a question that people will literally wake me up at 3 a.m. to ask me. I don't know why. I don't know what's so fascinating about this. But I love squares. Squares are my favorite. They will always be my favorite. I will get sick of them and work on rounds for a while, but I always go back to my squares. I love squares. But I will definitely work on both. I love both of them. Number 22. What is your favorite method for placing ABs? Now, the funny thing is, right? The funny thing is, Maggie, my 10-year-old, came up with my favorite way to place ABs. I use my multi-placer. Yep. So I was working on Pride from JoJo's Arts and Diamond Art Club. And she was like, Mommy, the ABs the wax keeps coming out of the pen. She was getting frustrated. So she flipped the pen over and started using the multi-placer. She didn't have a problem after that. And I was like, oh, okay. So then I tried it. And at first, I did lose the wax in my pen. And then I realized, okay, the wax has to be dirty. So essentially, I'll like stick my hand out on it or something. Or I'll put it like stab my pants with it. Just to make it where it's less tacky. And I'll place it with that. But I won't, I try not to single place them because I know it's going to take the wax out of my pen. So with dirty wax in a multi-placer, it doesn't matter what wax. At least it doesn't for me, because the waxes that I use, as long as I have it dirty in the multi-placer, it'll work just fine. So that is my Maggie method, is with dirty wax in my multi-placer. What is your favorite method? Okay, I got that one. What is your preferred method of sectioning off your canvas? My preferred method is release papers. So, a lot of the diamond painting accessories places are now coming out with release papers, and you can get them on cute little designs. And so I like release papers. They're easy to use. You can recycle them. And it seems like it doesn't take as much time. Like, I can literally pull this up, put the release paper on, and move on with my life and not have to worry about anything. I very much prefer that. I will sometimes use the washi tape method or the vinyl release paper or the vinyl paper method. But for the most part, I personally like using release papers. Small plug, I do work on some designs for release papers with Crafts with Crashly, for my caffeinated collection with them. And so, like, it makes it that much better, because now not only can I work on it with release papers, which I prefer, but now I can see my adorable artwork on there. So that's always a plus. So yeah, for those folks who don't know, like this cute little sheep that says I'm the rainbow sheep of the family, this is my design. I made that with Crafts with Crashly, and this LGBT, that's another one of my designs. And they're part of the caffeinated collection over with Crafts with Crashly. And I try to keep her link in my my description box, but if it happens to not be in there when I go to edit this, I will make sure to put it in there. So yeah. What else is there? 24. Do you have any other craft hobbies aside from... Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes. Yes, I do. Most of us are multi-craft jewel, which if you've made it this far in the video, what other crafts do you do? We have lots of new people here since the last time I've asked that question, so I'm interested to see what everybody does. Most of us do around about the same thing. So, craft-wise, I crochet. I've been into stamped cross-stitch. I can do counted cross-stitch. I latch hook. I do adult coloring. I think that's it. Sublimation. I also work with my Cricut. So, yeah. I haven't worked with them in a while, though. But they're over there. But I do lots of things. I like doing lots of things. It gives me a variety of things to do. And especially like school time's coming back up, I like to personalize my kids' stuff for school. And it's a great way to put like their name on everything with my Cricut and stuff. And so like I do all types of different crafting. I also do art, which is another hobby of mine that I've recently got into a few years ago. So yeah, I do lots of things. So again, that's crocheting, stamped cross stitch, counted cross stitch. We're gonna add art, adult coloring, Cricut, latch hook. Latch hook is kind of iffy because when I have nails on, it's a little bit harder to do. But next month, I'm gonna be taking my nails off, and we're gonna probably try to finish the rainbow latch hook that I got from Elisa. I might do those in whipping chats next month, so look out for that. Because next month, I'm going to take the nails off for the entire month, give my nails a little bit of a break, put some hardener on them, let them breathe, put some nail polish on, just because we're going to be going swimming and stuff here next month. And so, like, we're going to be doing that a lot next month, probably. And I don't want to keep losing nails, so I'll probably take them off for the month so that I don't have, that's one less thing I have to worry about. So, yeah. Number 25. Who do you tag in this video? So, I said it in the beginning. We have JTMJ Crafts, we have Kiona, we have Rachel Ray, we have Christopher Kowalis, and we have Wolfpack Diamond Painting. Which, if those folks would be ever to, you know, whatever, to oblige, they can work on this tag. And if you are someone who would like to work on this tag, I will again leave it in the description box of the video. So, yeah. Bonus question. If you still have it, show us your first diamond painting you ever completed. Oh boy. Is it over there? Yeah, it's over there. All right, hold on. All right. My first completed diamond painting. It's kind of in a frame. Here she is. This was my first one from Jolly Life. And she had, I don't even know how many colors. I want to say like 20 colors or 25 colors. She wasn't too big, like a 30 by 40. Maybe a little bit bigger than that. 35 by 45. But yeah, this was my first one. And surprisingly, she held up very well. Like, this canvas, I don't even know, there's dog hair on it. Again, the best way to keep it off of there is just to not bring it out. But I don't even know, and I don't think she's lost any diamonds or anything. But this came from Jolly Life. And I thought I was doing something when I completed this, because I was like, she's beautiful, I loves her. I was like, oh my god, I have to work on it. And she literally was the starting point to my entire diamond painting career, because I knew if I hadn't enjoyed this one, I wouldn't enjoy the craft itself. So that is my first diamond painting. I'm gonna roll her back up. Let me go put her back. All right, so that was my first one. I hope you enjoyed that. She doesn't come out too often. She stays in her frame. So Michaela, thank you so much for tagging me in your tag questions. I really enjoyed answering them. Real quick, I think I guess I can tell you like 2 things that happened this week real quick. new phone, so I don't know how long it'll record for. If I have to make another, like, whatever, I'll do it. I don't think it will, but just in case. So real quick, you'll notice that I'm not wearing my watch that I always wear. Let me explain why. So, last week, I was cleaning the house. I was on my off days. They're not really off days. So my off days are Mondays and Tuesdays. Mondays, I try not to do absolutely anything. Like, no work at all. I don't edit videos. I don't record videos. I do nothing on Mondays. Tuesdays are the days that I do everything. I record all of my videos for the week, and I render, upload, do all the editing and everything that I need to do on Tuesdays. Unless there's like a special something, and then I'll, do it on whatever day. So I was cleaning my house, and I'm in the groove. Like, you ever been so like in the groove of, what you're doing that you're not really paying attention to too much? Well, when I clean my house, or when I clean my bathroom, I clean with 3 different products. So 409, Mr. Scrubby Bubbles, and bleach. And as I was cleaning, I didn't realize that I had gotten some of the chemicals underneath my wristband of my watch, because I typically don't take my watch off unless I'm going to bed and it needs to be charged. And so I must have gotten some of the chemicals underneath my wristband, because by that evening, I had a pretty good chemical burn underneath my wristband. And in my Discord, I have a chat just for me and my moderators of Twitch. And I showed them that my wrist was, all wonky, and I didn't know what was wrong with it, because I hadn't done anything that day besides clean the house. And I'm like, what did I do? My wristband isn't on too tight. I would have, loosened it up if it was. So I was like, what is going on with my wristband? Well, here I had gotten some of the chemicals underneath it, because as soon as I took it off, I could smell bleach. So it looks a lot better today. But I got this really bad chemical burn right where my wristband sits. And it was puffy and red, and it was a little tender, but not a whole lot. And so my dad and the moderators were like, you need to keep your watch off. Clean it really good. Rinse it off, because there's obviously chemicals on it, and keep it off until it heals. It's all but healed now, but it was pretty gnarly. It was pretty bad. So, yeah, that's why you're not seeing me wear my watch. Don't worry, I'm fine. And then the second thing before I go, seafood. Now, let's talk about it. How many people enjoy seafood? I've asked you a lot of questions in this video. Feel free to make multiple comments. Seafood. Now, for those folks that have been here for a while, I am deathly allergic to seafood. I can't even eat so much as a fish stick, without having some kind of reaction. So I can't and don't eat seafood. My husband loves seafood. I can't make it or prepare it for him, but he'll go to like Chinese restaurants and get it, whatever. And so on Sunday, I got a really bad hankering for some good Chinese food. Now, we don't have any good Chinese food places around, so I had to just settle for the one we have. And so, in the midst of that, oh, that diamond just jumped out of there and oh, there it is. I was about to say, I just need one of you. In the midst of that, Mr. Coffee was like, can I have my normal? Now, Mr. Coffee's normal go-to sushi is an angel roll and a dragon roll. And then Maggie will have a California roll. She loves California rolls. Yeah, if you can believe that or not, Maggie does eat sushi. She loves California rolls. I don't know exactly what's in it, but yeah. So, we're sitting there eating it, and it's called a 2-meat platter. So I had like General Tso's, I had orange chicken and sweet and sour chicken. And then Orion always gets the same crap when no matter where we go. If he can't get a hamburger or a hot dog, he will get chicken nuggets. He refuses to eat anything else. I try to be like, hey, where would you like to go? Or what would you like to eat? And the first thing he always says is hamburgers, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. So Mr. Coffee promised him that he would make him hamburgers this weekend on the grill. But I was like, I'm not eating hamburgers. I'm tired of hamburgers because we eat them so much because of Orion. So I was like, yeah, no, we're going to get Chinese food, try to get something that's Chinese related and not chicken nuggets and french fries. Well, he didn't want anything else. And I was like, we're not traveling to another store. So I just let him get the goddamn, chicken nuggets and french fries. So we're sitting there and I'm watching Mr. Coffee, and every time he gets this, I guess it's the angel roll, I'm like, that looks so good. Like, literally, it looks really good. And so I was like, you know what? Can I try that? And he's like, are we doing this again? Now, every few years, right, I will try seafood. It's a generational curse in my family, okay? So it happened to my dad, it happened to me. And I'm trying to see who I'm passing this allergy off to. Now, my brothers and sisters do not have the allergy. Only I have the allergy, of course. My cousin even owns a seafood catering business that I can never try because I can't eat seafood. Now, my husband, of course, is excited to go visit because he wants to go, like, eat all the seafood. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, I'm going to try it. And he goes, do we have anything here, you know, in case there's a reaction? I'm like, I think we have some Benadryl in the cabinet. Now, me not realizing that it was pills and not liquid. Liquid works a little bit faster, obviously, than the pills do. And so I thought we had liquid in the cabinet. And as Mr. Coffee went to go check, I put it in my mouth. Well, spoiler, I'm still allergic. Luckily for us, the medical department services is right up the street, less than a mile up the street. The hospital's also less than 2 miles up the street. And so we had to make some new friends on Sunday. And Maggie got to play with the siren, and she was excited about that. And Orion continued to eat his chicken nuggets. Because mommy has done this so often that he's just used to it at this point. Like, he doesn't freak out. He just is like, okay, what do I do to help? He'll, like, do what he has to do to help. And so, don't worry, I now have an EpiPen. I didn't used to have one, but I have one now. They delivered one yesterday because apparently I need to have an EpiPen. And the guy asked me what I was doing, and I was like, I'm testing to see if I'm still allergic to seafood. And he goes, that's a very dangerous thing to do. And I explained to him about the curse in my family. So if you are new here and you don't know about the seafood curse, when I was 12 years old, up until I was 12, I was able to eat seafood no problem. We used to eat catfish, whiting, tilapia, shrimp, all the things. Like, we used to eat seafood all the time. And then one day, my dad came home from work with a bucket filled with crab legs. I was super excited. It was going to be my first crab legs that I ever had. And he had shrimp and everything else. Well, I took a bite of the shrimp and my throat felt funny. Okay? And at this time, my dad was allergic to seafood. My dad had a shrimp with me, and he goes, oh, you know, this is good. He had EpiPen sitting on standby because he worked for the EMT department, so he already had all his stuff set up in case something happened to him. He ate a shrimp. He was fine. He kept eating them. Then he ate a crab leg. He was fine, and then he kept eating them. And then he had gotten himself to the point where he realized that he is no longer allergic to seafood. Well, I went to go, you know, tiny Miss Coffee. I'm sitting there struggling, trying to crack open this crab leg. I crack it open finally. I'm super excited. It looks so succulent and delicious. I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to devour this. My mouth is watering. I remember that. And then I remember hitting the floor. Like, literally, I take one bite and immediately my throat went from just feeling a little funny to I can't breathe, and I passed out. I remember hitting the floor because I remember my mom going, what the really loud. And so then I had to get the EpiPen, and when I came to, my dad just looks at me and goes, tag, you're it? And I was like, wait, what? No. Yep. I have been allergic to seafood ever since. Now, my dad lost his allergy when he was 34 or 35. Okay? Now. Okay. I am 38. So in my mind, I should have lost my allergy a few years ago, but I didn't. And I'm starting to wonder because Minna loves seafood. Maggie doesn't mind seafood. Orion doesn't mind seafood. I can't eat seafood. And I'm starting to wonder if the curse will end with me. Which of course it would. Why wouldn't it? So, yeah, we had that happen too, which was another reason why I need to take off yesterday to recover, because it takes a lot out of you. That shock takes a lot out of you. So that anaphylaxis ain't no joke. So I probably won't try to see if I'm not allergic to seafood anymore, to be honest. If the curse ends with me, I guess I'm okay with that. I've already dealt with it for this long, so, you know, what's the rest of my life? So yeah, so I'm still allergic to seafood. But we did get Orion to try something new with the seafood. So Miss Maggie had some green stuff on her tray with her California roll. And at first she was like, no wasabi. And I was like, wait, what? She goes, no wasabi. And I'm like, why no wasabi? And she goes, I don't want the wasabi. And Orion was like, what's wasabi? Now, Orion has become really, really, like, infatuated with spicy food. He loves hot wings. He loves anything spicy. And so I was like, well, Orion, you like spicy foods. Why don't you try this wasabi? He's like, what is it? I'm like, it's spicy. I said it was spicy, and his eyes lit up. And he was like, really? And I was like, yeah, you want to try it, buddy? And he's like, sort of. So I was like, all right, let's go. So we give him just enough on his tip of his finger for him to try it. Y'all, the way he ate it at first, and he goes, this tastes weird. And I was like, it might taste weird, but it's spicy. And he goes, it's not. You just hear him take the deepest breath, and he's just like, Mommy, it's hot. And I'm like, yeah, it's wasabi. It's a little spicy. And he's like, it's so hot. Why is it so hot? And I'm like, it's not even that bad. Calm down. Like, you're good. He had a juice, like one of those little barrel juice hugs. Yes, they still sell them. He had one of those little juice hugs that he like downs it in one. It's still hot. Mommy, help. And I'm like, I got you. So I walk over to the fridge, get a cup of milk, bring him the cup of milk, and he like downs the cup of milk. He's like, I don't like wasabi. All right, thank you. You tried something new. So, it's easy to say that Orion does not like wasabi. Maggie tried it a few years ago. She didn't freak out as bad. She also had a cup of milk ready, because Maggie watches enough YouTube shorts to know that when you have spicy food like that, always have milk nearby. So she made sure to have her milk nearby when she tried it a few years ago, and she's like, yeah, no, I don't like the wasabi. It's too hot. So now whenever she gets her California roll, she'll take the wasabi and put it on a napkin and kind of close it up. And so I don't think Orion will try it again, but he at least got to experience what wasabi is and how hot it was. So I'm super excited about that. Now, that's really all I have for you today, and I'm pretty sure we're past our time, so I am going to let you go. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope that you continue to have a wonderful week. We will see you again over on Twitch. I go live again tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, where we will be doing some cross-stitching, hopefully. Because I'm at a weird part in the cross-stitch right now where I kind of have to hold it in my hand. That's 9, that's 8, that's 7, there's 3. I want to get to these ABs real quick, but I can do them off camera. So thank you guys so much for watching. We always enjoy it when you come back and visit us here at the coffee house. We hope you come back to visit again soon. You should have one more video going up this week, maybe 2, because I do have something out for delivery that I was requested to do. So you might get a 4th video this week. If not, you will definitely get it next week. But thank you guys so much for coming by. Thank you, Michaela, for tagging me in the tag questions. And again, to Jeremy, Christopher Koalas, Kiona, Rachel Ray, and Wolfpack Diamond Painting. Hopefully you enjoy the tag. So thank you guys again so much for watching. And remember to stay safe out here in these crafty streets. And always remember to be kind to others, because you never know what somebody else is going through. Be courteous because it's the right thing to do. And always stay cool. And whether I see you in YouTube land or I see you in Twitch, either way, I'll see you when I see you. Bye, guys.